Leonard Coffer here for Uke Jams, and this is our virtual jam number 8 during the shelter-in-place environment that we find ourselves in, and without access to our normal ukulele jam. Hopefully you're enjoying strumming along with these videos. I came to the realization just yesterday or the day before that I was recording these videos and saying that they were made for children, which they are. I expect and encourage children to be able to play along. Let me give a shout out to Jason and Maya. But in doing so, YouTube prevents anybody from making any comments. So they're no longer made for kids. But I will warn you if there is ever any kid unfriendly content coming up. There are a handful of songs that use some language that might not be appropriate. So I'll try to remember to warn you if that's the case. So feel free to comment away and let's get going and see what we have. I haven't looked at the songs since I picked them out this morning, so it'll be a bit of a surprise to me as well. Don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall out my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. The clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. Losing control, yeah, I'm all over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing and you're proud that you're a self-made man. And your family all come crawling and slap you on the back and say, please, please. Trying to make some sense of it all, but I can see it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to go to sleep on the floor? You don't think I can take anymore. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Right back to the bridge. Well, you started out with nothing and you're proud that you're a self-made man. And your family all comes crawling and slap you on the back and say, please, please. Don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. I am stuck in the middle. Figure out who's the clowns and who's the jokers. All right, Summer in the City, great song. We've got a unusual chord, which is a A flat major 7. It's just a way of saying slide the G up one, the open G. I have played this song by using second position chords and the C and the B flat and the A and the A flat major 7, the G, walk right down the chord, right down the neck. It can be effective if you're playing with a group. I think with a high G as a solo ukulele tune, it's a little high. It doesn't sound very good for me. So I'll be using the conventional chords for Hot Town, Hot Time, Summer in the City. All right, so that's how it's going to go. Okay, we're ready for a hot time tonight. Here we go. Hot town, summer in the city. Back of my neck getting dirty and gritty. Cool down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk, hotter than a match head. But at night it's a different world. Go on out and find a girl. come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity that the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer city. Cool town, evening in the city, dressing so fine and looking so pretty. Cool cat, looking for a kitty, gonna look in every corner of the city. While I'm wheezing like a bus stop, running up the stair, gonna meet you at the rooftop. But at night it's a different world, go on out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity that the days can't be like the nights in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city, in the summer, in the city. All right, if this was a live jam, I would do a whole extra verse with no words, encouraging people to do the city traffic noises that you hear in the recording with people yelling at each other and horns honking. And it's a lot of fun, and then you get back and finish up with that chorus. All right, Summer Rain. We've got some unusual E chords, a E minor 7 and E minor 6. You can check them out down at the bottom or online. And what you're getting with those E minor B, E minor 7, E minor 6 is you're getting this walk down. That string is walking down. Summer rain taps on my window, west wind soft as a sweet dream. So that's the sound you're going to get. A lot of these songs have these walk downs in them. And if you play just the straight chord, just the E minor the whole time, it'll work, but you're missing out a lot of the color and flavor. So let's give Summer Rain a try. Here we go. Summer rain taps at my window, west wind soft as a sweet dream. My love warm as the sunshine, sitting here by me. Yeah. She's here by me. She stepped out of a rainbow, golden hair shining like moon glow. Warm lips soft as a soul now, sitting here by me. Yeah. She's here by me. All summer long we spend dancing in the sand, and the jukebox kept on playing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We sailed into the sunset and drifted home caught by a Gulf Stream. Never gave a thought for tomorrow, just let tomorrow be. Yeah. Let tomorrow be. She wants to live in the Rockies. She says that's where we'll find peace. Settle down, raise up a family to call our own, yeah. We'll have a home. All summer long we spend grooving in the sand. Everybody kept on playing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Winter snows drift by my window, north wind blowing like thunder, our love burning like fire. She's here by me, yeah. She's here with me. Let tomorrow be. Summer Rain, I just love the groove of that song. Nice little mellow song. All right, what do we got next? Sundown, Gordon Lightfoot, one of my all-time favorite artists. At the end, we've got 4 repeats of the same chords. So D, G, C, D repeats for all 4 of those last versions of the chorus, if you will. I can see her looking back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. I can see her looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. All right, moving right along. Sunny afternoon, a classic. Fortunately, not necessarily for a good reason, but our taxes here in the U.S. aren't due at April 15th this year. They're not due for a couple more months. Nonetheless, Taxman. Ukulele classic. I've got a couple of those in here today. I tend to avoid them or do them sparingly. Those who attend my regular Uke Jams know that I'm constantly fighting against the same old songs over and over and over and over again. How many times can you do On the Road Again? That's just my take. All right, here we go. You know what? I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to switch ukuleles. This one's sounding very bright and tinny for me today. That's a little better. I'm liking that sound a little better. All right. Here we go. The taxman's taken all my dough and left me in my stately home, lazing on a sunny afternoon, and I can't sail my yacht. He's taken everything I've got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, and I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime, my girlfriend's run off with my car and gone back to her ma and pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. Now I'm sitting here, sipping at my ice cold beer. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away. Or give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, Excuse me. Pardon me. All right, Sunshine Superman. We got a handful of Sunshine songs today. Sunshine Superman. At the end of the second gray box, you'll see an instrumental break. We won't do that. We'll just run right on through. Very simple song, 3 chords. When you see the chord at the beginning of the line, that's the only chord you're going to play through that whole line. So, Sunshine Superman. Let's try C7. That sounds a little better. Here we go. Sunshine came softly through my window today. Could have tripped out easy, but I changed my ways. It'll take time, I know it, but in a little while you're gonna be mine, I know it. We'll do it in style, 'cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, all that I can find. Superman and Green Lantern ain't got nothing on me. I can make for a turtle and die for your pearls in the sea. You can just sit there thinking on your velvet throne, yes, about all the rainbows you can have for your own. 'Cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, all that I can find. Everybody's hustling just to have a little scene. When I say we'll be cool, I think that you know what I mean. We stood on a beach at sunset. Do you remember when? I know a beach, baby, where it never ends. When you made your mind up forever to be mine, I'll pick up your hand and slowly blow your little mind. 'Cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now, any trick in the book now, baby, all that I can find. Superman and Green Lantern ain't got nothing on me. I can make like a turtle and die for your pearls in the sea. You can just sit there thinking on your velvet throne about all the rainbows you can have for your own. When you made your mind up forever to be mine, I'll pick up your hand and slowly blow your little mind. When you made your mind up forever to be mine, I'll pick up your hand, I'll pick up your hand and slowly blow your little mind. Blow your little mind. Blow your little mind. All right, I'm sorry that I started on the wrong note there, but it was in the harmony, so I just kept going. I knew I'd get there eventually, so I made a classic mistake of not running through the tune in my mind before I started the song. So do as I say, not as I do, and always go through the first line of the song in your head. All right. Superstition. Very, very simple song. A lot of people don't like when chords aren't repeated in the following verses. But in this case, it's 2 chords, G7 and D minor. Just 2 chords. We do have a very unusual A sharp flat 5. If it's any help, it's a B flat 7 flat 5. Probably no help. It wasn't for me. If you have a bass player, these are not the bass. This is on your ukulele if you were to if you remember the song. That's the bass line. The bass we play. So it's a fun song to play, but if you have a bass player, it really, really comes alive. Now, very first chord you see here is a G7, but in fact, D minor is the first chord of the song. So here we go. Very superstitious. Writings on the wall, very superstitious, ladder's about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, in the past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. We'll see if we get those chords a little better next time around. Here we go. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't want to save me. Sad is my song. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious. Devil's on his way. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in the past. Let's repeat that line. I skipped one. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in the past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. All right, we're having a rough time today, but hopefully you're enjoying the music. This next song is another classic ukulele play-along song. Surfing USA, but what I like to tell my group is we're not going to play If Everybody Had an Ocean Across the USA. We want it to sound a little bit more like the energy of the recording, so we're going to strum each of the chords 5 times on the downbeat. So 5 times, not on the downbeat, 5 down strums on each chord until we get to the third verse, which is really kind of a bridge. And then we'll go back to the 5 strums. So you'll hear how it goes. Let's show you how it goes. If everybody had an ocean across the USA. Okay, now that I'm doing it, it's not just down strums, but it's just 5 strums, 5 beats. Okay, so let's do Surfing USA. If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California. You see them wearing their baggies, Huarache sandals too, a bushy blonde hairdo, surfing USA. You'll catch him surfing at Del Mar, Ventura County line, Santa Cruz and Trestles, Australia's Narrabeen, all over Manhattan and Downey Way. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. We'll be planning out a route we're gonna take real soon. We're waxing down our surfboard, we can't wait till June. We'll all be gone for the summer, we're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're surfing, surfing USA. At Agates and Swami's, Pacific Palisade, San Onofre and Sunset, Redondo Beach, LA, all over La Jolla and Waimea Bay. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA. Cha-cha-cha. There's our obligatory cha-cha-cha for the day. We've got that out of the way. We can move on to see what we have next. Sweet City Woman. I didn't really know what some of the words were to this song, but now I do. And soon you will too. Here we go. Well, I'm on my way to the city lights, to a pretty face that shines a light on the city nights. And I gotta catch a noon train, I gotta be there on time. Oh, it feels so good to know she waits at the end of the line. Sweet, sweet city woman, I can see your face, I can hear your voice, I can almost touch you. Sweet, sweet city woman. Oh, my banjo and me, we got a feel for singing. Bon, c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 c'est bon, 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 bon. Country morning, all smothered in dew. She's got a way to make a man feel shiny and new. And she's singing in the evening, old familiar tunes. And she feeds me love and tenderness and macaroons. Sweet, sweet city woman, I can see your face, I can hear your voice, I can almost touch you. Sweet, sweet city woman. Oh, my banjo and me, we got a feel for singing. Sweet, sweet city woman. Sweet, 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 sweet city woman. All right, let's go for it. Sweet, sweet city woman. Almost. Sweet, 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 sweet city woman. I kind of got there on that falsetto. Okay, take it to the limit. This one should be a little more straightforward. We've got a couple of grand strums with the down arrows. That's just one strum for each chord. This is a nice slow waltz from the Eagles. Here we go. All alone at the end of the evening, when the bright lights have faded to blue, I was thinking about a woman who might have loved round and round, and it's so hard to change. Can't seem to settle down, but the dreams I've seen lately keep on turning out and burning out and turning out the same. So put me on a highway, show me a sign, take it to the limit one more time. You can spend all your time making money. You can spend all your love making time. If it all fell to pieces tomorrow, would you still be mine? And when you're looking for your freedom, nobody seems to care, and you can't find the door, can't find it anywhere when there's nothing to believe in. Still you're coming back, you're running back, you're coming back for more. So put me on a highway, show me a sign, take it to the limit one more time. Take it to the limit, take it to the limit, take it to the limit one more time. Now when you sing that song solos, a lot of the lines feel rushed. And it's because when the Eagles do it, they have two different voices. So one voice sings the first part of the line, and the second voice sings the second part of the line. So that second voice is still holding out when the first one comes back in. So it feels a little rushed when you're doing it as a solo. So if you had two voices, it would be a little more natural sounding. Oh, one of my favorites. I love Kebmo. Hopefully you've discovered Kebmo. Watch his recordings. He's a blues guitarist. And when I listen to him, I hear somebody who's making an enormous amount of music with very few notes. He's very economical with his notes, with the notes that he's playing on his guitar. So here we go. Tell everybody I know. Here we go. It's no secret, I don't care. Gonna shout it out everywhere. I love my baby, up, down, high, or low. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. In the evening in my bed, I hear voices in my head. They say never, never, never let her go. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. Other women's don't mean a thing to me. You can pack them all up, drop them all in the sea. And if I got no money, she don't care. She open up a pocketbook and pay my fare. I know she loves me, hot, cold, fast, or slow. Well, I loves my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. We're going back to the top. It's no secret, I don't care. Gonna shout it out everywhere. I love my baby, up, down, high, or low. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. In the evening in my bed, I hear voices in my head. They say never, 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 never ever let her go. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. Other women's don't mean a thing to me. You can pack them all up and drop them all in the sea. And if I got no money, she don't care. She open a pocketbook and pay my fare. I know she loves me, hot, cold, fast, or slow. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. Repeat that. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. One more. Well, I love my baby, gonna tell everybody I know. All right, Tell Everybody I Know by Kibmo. We're going to change gears a bit here, and we're going to play Hello in There by John Prine, a beautiful haunting song from John Prine. A couple unusual chords, A major 7, A suspended 4, C sharp minor. C sharp minor is just a B minor up 2 frets. B, C, C sharp. Sorry. Can you see that? There we go. B minor, C minor, C sharp minor. So that's how I play my B minor, my C sharp minor. I play them as bar chords. So I think I would encourage you to do the same. Here we go. We had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta like living there. It'd been years since the kids had grown a life of their own and left us alone. John and Linda live in Omaha. Joe is somewhere on the road. We lost Davy in the Korean War. I still don't know what for. It don't matter anymore. You know, old trees just grow stronger. Old rivers grow wilder every day. You know, people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. Me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen, and all the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we both sleep. Someday I'll go and call up Rudy. We work together at the factory. But what could I say if he asks what's new? Nothing, what's with you? Nothing much to do. You know, trees just grow stronger. Old rivers grow wilder every day. You know, people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. So if you're walking down the street sometime and spot some hollow ancient eyes, please don't just pass them by and stare as if you didn't care. Say hello in there, hello. Beautiful, beautiful song from John Prine. Okay, chords in here. Perhaps the strangest one is this B flat diminished, which is way up on the 3rd fret. There's no reason to do that. That's where the diminished chords start repeating. So B flat diminished is down here because at the bottom string we have an A, and if I cover that string, that's a B flat. So when I play, so that's A, B flat. So if I'm covering that, if I'm making that B flat, that's a B flat diminished. So B flat diminished is there. The seventh is always assumed. B flat diminished 7. And we've got a C minor 6 and a C minor. The rest I think you might have come across before. If we look at the gray box here at the bottom, we have ending 1, 2, and 3. So this is the chorus, and each time you go through the chorus, you're going to pick the first ending, and then of course the second ending, and then the third ending. So here we go. We've got an intro way here hidden at the top, and I play the first chorus kind of rubato, which means I do what I want with the timing until we get to the rest of the song. So, and I tend to do them in single chords when I do the rubato. So. I'm nothing special, in fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. But I have a talent, a wonderful thing, 'cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want is to sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song and dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Mother says I was a dancer before I could walk. Oh, she says I began to sing long before I could talk. And I've often wondered, how did it all start? Who found out that nothing can capture a heart like a melody can? Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. I've been so lucky, I am the girl with golden hair. I wanna sing it out to everybody. What a joy, what a life, what a chance. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What could life be without a song or dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. All right, that song may be a little bit of a challenge, but I think it's really worth it when you've got a whole group singing that song big and loud, swelling and going soft again. It's really quite powerful. Okay, looks like I've got 2 more songs to do. That's All is not the last song. Should have made it the last song, That's All. Again, we have a couple different versions of the chorus. In this case, the very first time we do the chorus, we do this first line, and all the rest of the times we do the chorus, we're going to do that second line. And then we've got a bridge down here that we're going to repeat. First verse, chorus, second verse, chorus number 2, bridge, chorus number 2, bridge, verse 1. There's a little note down at the bottom. It says if you play the G minor 7, you can just slide it up 2 frets, and that's a C. And we do that a lot in this song. that same groove that Superstition had, just for one line of the song. But it's a great, you really get the groove if you do it that way. Instead of, doesn't quite have the same feel. So great Phil Collins song, Genesis song. I don't remember Phil Collins or Genesis, which it was, but here we go. Just as I thought it was going all right, found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could say day, you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's white. Always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could leave, but I won't go, though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. Why does it always seem to be you're looking at you, you're looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Turning me on, turning me off, making me feel like I want too much. Living with you's just to put me through it all of the time. Running around, staying out all night, taking it all instead of taking one bite. Living with you's just putting me through it all of the time. I could leave, but I won't go, though my heart might tell me so. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. Why does it always seem to be looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Truth is I love you more than I wanted to. There's no point in trying to pretend. There's been no one who makes me feel like you do. Say we'll be together to the end. I could leave, but I won't go. It'd be easier, I know. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. Why does it always seem to be you looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. Truth is I love you more than I wanted to. There's no point in trying to pretend. There's been no one who makes me feel like you do. Say we'll be together till the end. Just as I thought it was going all right, found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. Always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. I could say day, you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's white. Always the same, it's just a shame, that's all. All right, we've got one last song. One that's a little more in the ukulele wheelhouse. They call them Wind Mariah. And because of Mariah Carey, people tend to put an H on the end of this song, but Lerner and Lowe were quite specific that when asked that it does not have an H, this is the way they pronounced or spelled Mariah. Now, I'm going to let you in on a something to think about when you're playing these songs that end, particularly that these two chord. Some lines don't have the repeated. They just change. They just go with the C. And I'm going to leave it up to you whether you just want to play that C or whether you want to rock back and forth. In the sheet music, they're just playing the C, but they've got a piano, they've got a whole orchestra, so they can do a lot of different things with that C to make it not a long note that doesn't really go anywhere, particularly at the end of the chorus. They've got this C that just goes for quite some time. So in this song and in many others where you're rocking back and forth between chords, at the end of the line, feel free to rock back and forth between those chords even when it's not written. That's something you can choose to do if it sounds good to you and makes sense to you. All right? Here we go. This is the last song. It's Leonard Coffer for Uke Jams saying thanks for joining me for our virtual jam number 8. Hope you're all staying safe out there. Way out here they got a name for rain and wind and fire. The rain is Tess, the fire's Joe, and they call the wind Mariah. Mariah blows the stars around and sends the clouds a-flying. Mariah makes the mountain sound like folks was up there dying. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Before I knew Mariah's name, I heard her wail and whining. I had a girl and she had me, and the sun was always shining. But then one day I left my girl, I left her far behind me, and now I'm lost, so gall darn lost, not even God can find me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Out here they got a name for rain, for wind and fire only. But when you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word but lonely. But I'm a lost and lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me, I need my girl beside me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. All right, at least we got to end on a positive note there. They call the wind Mariah. Stay safe, and until next time, you can join us on the Facebook page at Uke Jams, or you can subscribe here, and all of the song sheets can be found at ukejams.com. So until next time, this is Leonard Coffer. Stay safe.